Imagine earning just £15,000 in your first fight and turning that into £500 million. This is not a movie. It's the real-life story of Anthony Joshua, the boxer who punched his way to a £500 million Let's find out how the boy from Watford built one of the biggest fortunes in sports, one knockout at a time. Anthony Oluwafemi Joshua didn't start as a millionaire. He grew up in Watford, England. A regular kid with big dreams, trouble found him early. He had brushes with the law, got into street fights, and was on a path that could have gone completely wrong. But boxing found him, or maybe he found boxing. A local coach spotted his raw power and discipline. In 2009, he joined the Finchley ABC gym in North London. That decision changed everything. Fast forward to 2012, the London Olympics. Joshua represented Team GB and won gold in front of his own people. It changed his life. Sponsors started calling. Anthony Joshua had turned into a national hero. When Joshua turned professional in 2013, the money wasn't great. His first professional fight against Emanuele Leo and him just £15,000. His next few fights paid £50,000 here, £75,000 there. But Joshua was focused on more than the payouts. He was building a brand. His style, discipline, and humility made him likable. He knocked out his first 15 opponents, each victory adding a little more to his fame and his bank accounts. He once said in an interview that when he started, his goal was to become a millionaire. But after his success, he added, "Now, I want to be a billionaire." 2016 changed everything. That year, Joshua defeated Charles Martin to win the IBF heavyweight world title. Suddenly, he wasn't just a boxer, he was a world champion. For that fight, he earned around £5 million. That was more than all his previous fights combined. And then came the real breakthrough, April 2017 at Wembley Stadium, against Wladimir Klitschko. 90,000 fans filled the stadium, and millions more watched around the world. Joshua won by knockout in the 11th round after one of the most dramatic fights in boxing history. The payday, around £15 million for that night alone. That fight created a new reality. Promoters, sponsors, streaming platforms, everyone wanted Anthony Joshua. From that point on, whenever he walked through the ring, millions of pounds were already guaranteed before his first punch. Joshua was smart. He didn't just rely on fight purses. He built a brand empire under his company 258 Management, named after his amateur club's address 258 Finchley. That he signed endorsement deals with some of the world's biggest brands. Ambassador to a renowned British luxury vehicle manufacturer Jaguar. Deals with premier German fashion house headquartered in Metzingen called Hugo Boss. Ambassador to an iconic British brand of glucose-based energy and sports drinks, lucozade. By 2020, Joshua was earning roughly £10 million a year just from sponsorships and endorsements. But he didn't stop there. He began investing in commercial real estate, building an estimated £150 million portfolio across London and Watford. He turned site fees, property, and endorsements into a disciplined investment strategy that made him more than just a fighter. He became an entrepreneur. Then came the world stage beyond the UK. The Middle East, especially Saudi Arabia, wanted boxing, and they were willing to pay for it. In 2019, Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz Jr. in a highly anticipated rematch in Saudi Arabia. His payout for that fight, around £60 million. And in 2022, he faced Alexander Usyk in Jeddah, earning another £75 million, one of the biggest single paydays in boxing history. Joshua had already earned over $200 million just from fight purses alone. Joshua isn't flashy with his money. Sure, he drives luxury cars and owns a few beautiful homes, but he's also known for living modestly, and even staying with his mother 4 years after becoming a world champion. He created companies like AJBX&G and his management brand, giving him control over his own media, image, and sponsorships. Joshua turned his name into a business. Every t-shirt, glove, and event connected to him adds to his empire. He now invests in startups, fashion ventures, and commercial projects. Let's break it down in simple terms. Total career earnings, over £500 million. Fight purses, around $200 to $300 million total. Endorsements, estimated £10 to $15 million per year. Property portfolio, worth around £150 million. Net worth 2025 to 2026, estimated at $200 to $300 million. Anthony Joshua's financial story isn't just about boxing. It's about timing, discipline, and understanding value. He moved from earning small purses in local arenas to negotiating multi-million-dollar contracts with national governments and billion-dollar brands. His approach was simple but powerful. Discipline like an athlete, but think like a CEO. Earn, invest, and repeat. Now in his mid-30s, Anthony Joshua is more than a champion. He's a mentor, a brand, and a symbol of what smart financial management can do, especially for athletes. He often gives back to the community, funding boxing gyms, supporting kids in Watford, and promoting youth fitness projects across Britain. Anthony Joshua fought his way to the top not just in boxing rings, but in the boardrooms of the world. From £15,000 to £500 million, that's not luck, that's legacy. If you love this story, hit subscribe and share, because success is a fight worth watching.